They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. This is caught. It's close. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the 4-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Working from the gun, Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
It's a good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. And again, it's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by D.J. Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 62 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
That's interference. Defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be marginal yardage against them.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
And Cook will get in. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go play action with Rush.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of his end zone, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 26.
Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10.
We're going to 54 wires. 26.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And New York set to take the field. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They start the drive with Cook. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again. Fights through him. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Holding. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Muscles by at the 25. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. Prescott on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, Prescott again. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Here we go, 46.
Fourth down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On play action, Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a running play here with Lamb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
46.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Prescott off play action. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, he booked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep. and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.